Greg, dude, it looks horrible down here. What do you mean? I'm gonna do a segment down here on the stream. You need to polish the nerd coin. Get the gold really gleaming. What do you mean Susan talked to you about this? No, it's not. I'm just asking for a little... Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream at a normal time. Chat, you motherfucker. Lots to talk about today. Shang Chi and other stuff. Look, there's some Nerdcoin stuff happening. We're going to talk about that later. Let's not talk about that right now. Meet me in the studio. Meet me in the studio. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live. We talk about nerdy things and do nerdy things. It's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one. And we do have a nerd coin drop for the store happening later. I will explain that later on in the stream. I want to talk about Shang Chi. I want to talk about all of the first reactions. I'm going to be honest with you. They look good, man. People are really, really hyped up about the movie. Now, as some have pointed out already online, sort of a weird thing with these first social media reactions because, you know, obviously people are pretty excited and hyped up when they go to a premiere, and people haven't been out of the house at all. So they might go get a pizza and be that excited about a freaking pizza or something like that, right? So we got to keep it in context. We'll try to see what people are saying, and we'll keep an eye on when the actual reviews come out. But gotta be honest, very, very positive stuff. Has me personally more excited than ever for Shang-Chi. I'm very, very pumped for it. And we're going to talk about that. I want to see if you guys are a little bit more excited for it or not. So a lot to get into with regards to that. There was obviously a new, well, I guess not obviously to everybody, but there was a new Star Wars Visions trailer that popped off this morning. And oh, baby, let me just tell you. That trailer's dope, dude. That trailer is dope. I did a reaction to that already, so you can check that out on the main Den of Nerds channel. If you're curious, check out my first reaction, my thoughts on it. But I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit later on in today's show. But we're going to now get into this Shang-Chi stuff. And you know what? As a weird sort of random curveball, too, I might talk about Vegeta a little bit later on. Vegeta's trending again. I feel like the nerdy gods are teasing me when it comes to Vegeta and his new form and what the heck's going on with all of that. And I'm not that excited about it, but he keeps trending, which is weird because it makes me want to cover it more and talk about it more and do another video because it's trending. But it's also like I'm furious about what's happening. You know what I mean? So regardless, let's first start by looking at some of the social media reactions to Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. By the way, I do apologize, like, earnestly if I call it Shang-Chi all the time. I know we're supposed to call it Shang-Chi. I was being, like, pretty tongue-in-cheek yesterday, but I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just dumb. So, anyway, let's look at all of this stuff. Very, very cool. Dude, Simu, I love this suit, man. With, like, almost the black belt kind of tie on this thing. Like, you know, this isn't Fashion Show USA. This isn't the Den of Fashion. But I approve. Double buckle belt on the shoes. Loafers, very nice. Very nice. He's a stylish motherfucker. Okay, so there's a lot of people talking about this thing on social media. Okay, so we're going to go over a variety of different things that people are saying. And there was just a lot of fun had last night at the premiere in general, right? So a lot of hyped up stuff. But for the sake of just kind of getting into some of the first reactions, let's go to this thread on Twitter, and this will help us out here. I got to resize this, though. Hang on. I'll resize this for us so that we can get a better specific look at some of the influencers and people that we like over here and just get a vibe for what they are saying. Again, Who knows, man? We'll see. Like, people could be very, very hyped up. You know, I think the last example of a film that was the social media reactions were incredibly positive, and then after that, it dipped before the review was Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if you guys remember that. Rise of Skywalker, initial social media reactions to Rise of Skywalker were like very hyped up. It seemed like, whoa, they did it. It seemed like, wow, like they're really going to pull this thing off. And then it is the lowest rated Rotten Tomatoes scored Star Wars movie of all time. So, I mean, I don't think that's what's happening with Shang Chi. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there can sometimes be a disparity from the feelings one has at a premiere or a first reaction of something, and then what a critic decides to talk about with regards to a film after they've thought about it a little bit, okay? So, let's see here. Brandon Davis says, Shang-Chi is awesome. This movie hits all that Marvel does well, pacing, humor, character, and adds action like we've never seen from the MCU before. Lots of people are about to have a new favorite Marvel hero. Darker than expected. Loads of fun. Integral to MCU Phase 4 double eyeball emojis. It's really the emoji that sells it for me there. You know what I mean? Like, the rest of it's like whatever, but those eyeballs. Phew. Okay, the Illuminati. We love the Illuminati over here, honestly. Good peeps, man. Here's what they said. Shang-Chi is the perfect balance of fun, heart, and action. And when I say action, I mean jaw-dropping action. Simu is the perfect addition to the MCU. But high praise. That's high praise, you know what I mean? So very, very cool coming in from the Illuminati. You'll notice a pattern start to emerge about the action. It's apparently very good. Drew Taylor says, Shang-Chi is an absolute triumph, unexpectedly spiritual and emotionally complex, with some of the very best action in the MCU. Simu is your new favorite Avenger, and the movie's myriad influences, everything from Jackie Chan to Hayao Miyazaki, pay off big time. Astounding. High praise once again. Talking about the action, a lot of people say Simu is awesome. And I imagine that he freaking will be. I love this darker than expected, you know what I mean? And just spiritual, unexpectedly spiritual. That's good to hear, you know? And even though I don't think it's on this list, I did also watch what John Campea said about it. And he said that it was like the best action movie he had seen since The Raid. Whoa. That's wild. That's high praise, you know what I mean? And honestly, he also said it's the best comic book movie he's seen since Logan. And Logan, in case you guys didn't know, Logan usually hangs in the top 2 to 3 of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Very often I'll tell people Logan is my favorite comic book movie of all time. And I just adore that movie. And to see and hear about Shang-Chi being put in the same breath as Logan, that's fucking dope. So here we go. Joseph says here, 3 things. Number 1, Shang-Chi has one of the best MCU origins I've seen. Number 2, the action in Shang-Chi is some of the best I've seen in the MCU. Simu is my favorite actor in the MCU and is welcomed to karaoke with us anytime. So honestly, man, like that's dope to hear because I really do like I said, Simu, and I think that I think he's going to be a gem and possibly even like Robert Downey Jr. level of like charming, charismatic, and like kind of bring that in. You know what I mean? Scott Manzel says, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings earns the title of Best Superhero Film of 2021 so far. The action scenes are simply spectacular, especially the train and skyscraper scene. Best martial arts I've seen in a long time. Simu and Aquafina are terrific. Hashtag Shang-Chi. Pretty cool, man. Again, just talking about the action, hyping it up. The hype train keeps a-rolling. Let's see what Eric Goldman has to say about it. I really dug Shang-Chi. There's a lot not in the trailers. This is something I've seen repeated by a number of different people as well, which is great to hear. There's a lot of stuff that's not in the trailers. And despite Marvel, I think, really ramping up promotion for Shang-Chi and like doing all kinds of trailers and spots, there's a lot that you're not seeing. I'm into that. Like that's fun for me. And it has its own vibe and distinct elements that make it stand out and not feel like a standalone origin story. That's good to hear. And Simu Liu makes for an awesome hero. Shang-Chi has some pacing issues. There's a bit of a start-stop feel to it at times and slow parts, but it has a lot of strength throughout and most crucially, ends strong. That is really, really important. And pacing, that's something that I've heard brought up by other people that that liked it, but did talk about its flaws. Scott Manzel was, or rather, who's the guy that I always disagree with, that I agreed with yesterday on the stream? Yeah, he said similar things. Wendy Lee says Shang Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings is phenomenal. Get hyped. Even fight scenes, action sequences is better than the last, or every is probably what she meant. Simu fully embraces the Marvel superhero role. Amazingly amazing imagery. Killer soundtrack. You'll want to see this on the big screen. Well, you'll be forced to see it on the big screen, actually. Well, not necessarily. I guess you could wait the 45 days. But yeah, pretty interesting there. Let's see what Dorian says. Shang-Chi is action-packed adventure that checks all the summer blockbuster boxes. Simu shines, bringing a long overdue comics character to the silver screen. The fighting's on another level, and it's hilarious. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. A lot of people being very positive about the Shang-Chi. Let's just kind of go through some of the top posts here, see if there's anybody reviewing stuff that we haven't seen. Everybody looked like they had a great time in the world premiere. You love to see it. Look, they even let Ben Kingsley stand up there, yeah. And apparently he's confirmed to be in the movie, and maybe even playing a more interesting role than we might have first thought. Kind of fun, huh? Simu just being positive. Let's see here. We already went over what Scott says. I love the posters, man. Or this right here looks sick, dude. I love that shit. That's awesome. Kind of from this scene. Shang-Chi is a blast. Marvel delivers. Mashup. The trailers have been selling it. There's a lot more fun than the trailers have been selling. That's interesting. Exciting action. Great cast. Tony Leung rules, of course, in the MCU, is back doing his thing at a high level. A lot of people saying, kind of saying, way better than Black Widow. Come on. Way better than Black Widow. Come on. That's what everybody's kind of saying. You know what I mean? They're not really saying it, you know what I mean? But they're kind of saying it. This is the actress that is playing Punchy star America Chavez lady, I believe, right? No? Am I wrong? Hanging out with Wong. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much else that I want to say or go over as far as the first reactions. But very, very positive, guys. Very, very positive. And I'm excited. Now, I guess the next natural question is, will this do anything for the box office? Because, the friggin' Suicide Squad had a fun premiere. The Suicide Squad was... critics love that thing. Do you guys remember? The social media reactions to the Suicide Squad, James Gunn? Woo! People saying that movie was pretty dope. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that film massively underperformed for what you would expect that kind of IP to be able to do. As we just went over yesterday, there's a ton of different unique challenges facing Shang-Chi. A ton of them. You know what I mean? But this is a great sign. Having a very positive response on social media nowadays, it's important, dude. It is important. In some ways, it might just be a step we all see coming. In many ways, it's what you would expect. And I loved, there was some funny comments made like on Reddit and things like that. Like some people were saying like, oh, best movie since Black Widow. Best MCU movie since Black Widow. You know what I mean? Or basically pointing out that every Marvel premiere is essentially the same. Like every Marvel premiere essentially has that same level of positivity and excitement, and even a lot of the same things are said about the movie. But one of the things that I'm kind of more interested in now than I was before are the mystical elements, okay? And I think that, especially considering that this idea that the film ends very strongly, I think at the end of the day, like Shang-Chi will likely get the 10 rings, but he'll also have a greater understanding of not only his own place in the Marvel Universe, but of his family's and really the legacy that he has. And I'm still kind of holding on to my theory about him being maybe part alien or maybe fully alien from the dragons or something to that effect, right? Something really weird going on possibly with Shang-Chi. Maybe not. Maybe he's just a dude and, and his dad's just a guy or whatever. But I feel like something like that is happening. This continued idea of like the mysticism and this mythical tale, this kind of a thing going on. I love that kind of stuff, but it also it just piques my imagination and gets me speculating about the possibility of this movie doing some weird stuff, and going some places. I mean, technically, we already have a lot of crazy stuff like that. Peter Quill is part celestial in some ways. You know what I mean? Like, Ego is kind of a celestial in the MCU. So, I am more excited than ever. You guys let me know in the chat. Are you guys more excited now? Are you more excited now for Shang-Chi? And we need those likes way up. Look, I don't want to be that guy, and some people get turned off when I talk about likes. But, like, YouTube literally knocks on my door after every stream. And if I don't have the right amount of likes on the video, they literally punch me in the stomach. Not once, but repeatedly. They punch me in the stomach repeatedly. So unless you want YouTube to come to my house later and sock me in the gut several times, please just move your finger a couple inches and click the like button. You know what I mean? Just click it. Just click it. Click it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, it's tough. Tough business here on YouTube. So, you guys let me know. A lot of you people are saying yes. A lot of you are saying no. Some of you guys are throwing random numbers at me. I want to try again. In fact, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Do the early reactions make you more excited for Shang-Chi? You let me know. You let me know, chat. Do a vote. Take your time. Think about it. Take your time. Think about it, and do a little vote on that with your finger. Clicky clack, clackety click all over the like button and the poll, of course. I'm hyped, but I was looking forward to this film anyway, says Renee. I hear you there, my friend. I absolutely hear you there. Khabib says, smash, like he'll smash you. Yes. Actually, it's usually Habib that shows up with a YouTube shirt on. Makes it all the more dangerous. Give me the cheese. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I want to now, while you guys are kind of talking about Shang-Chi, before we go, look, years of comic book reading and hanging out in comic book shops calling it Shang-Chi. My fucking bad, okay? I'm trying here, okay? Years of comic book. I blame all the comic book fans that called it Shang-Chi before. That's who I blame. Especially Second Street Marvel. Trinity from Second Street Marvel is to blame for every single time that I say Shang-Chi instead of Shang-Chi. It's Trinity's fault. In fact, put all of your hate mail, all of your frustrations, and everything that you're upset about, please send it all to Second Street Marvel on Twitter or whatever. Anyway, before we get into talking about that dope Star Wars Visions dilly-dally and, getting into Q&A after that, I do want to tell everybody that we are doing a couple of drops on the Nerd Coin store later today. What is the Nerd Coin store? What is Nerd Coin? I'm so glad you asked. Meet me in the vault. Greg, you didn't even make an effort as far as I'm concerned. No, don't talk to me. So, what's Nerdcoin? Nerdcoin is our virtual reward system that we give out to people that help us out here. It is going to tie into our metaverse and some of the crypto plans that we have for the Den of Nerds, but most of all, it's a dope way for us to give back to you guys for supporting us and allow you to buy actual items from our dope Nerdcoin store. So, a couple of items that we're gonna drop on the store today in honor of Shang-Chi. We are gonna drop this Great Protector Funko Pop. So we'll probably drop this for like 50,000 nerd coin. If you have 50,000 nerd coin, free shipping within the United States. I will drop this sometime in the afternoon. This will go up on the store. And then we're also going to do 2 zombie drops. Look at these sweet zombies, dude. We got the Red Hulk zombie and you got the Dr. Doom zombie. Awesome. We're going to put both of these up on the Nerdcoin store as well. If you are a Nerdvenger member, you will get a notification 10 minutes before we do that drop. If you are not a Nerdvenger member, you're going to have to stand by your computer and refresh the screen at denofnerdslive.com, where we have the store, and you're going to have to literally refresh it over and over again throughout the day. So just become a Nerdvenger member. Do it now. Do it right now. Get your credit card, get grandma's credit card, get your PayPal, whatever you got to do. And click the like button again. Okay. Hey, wait, no, shut up, Greg. One more thing. Who are these dudes? That's Big Stevie, and that's Mr. Anderson. Okay? Yes, they have gold busts made of pure nerd gold here in our vault. Because they've given us way too many fucking super chats. Like, honestly, we had to do something for them because they're really nice and they literally keep the lights on around here and all that. Anyway, okay. Whew. Look, I'm not going to say it's way too hot in the vault, but damn, it's way too hot in the vault. That Greg dude, he's going to get fired. I'm going to say it right now. He's going to get fired. Yeah. Almighty Saiyan, welcome back to the Nerdvengers. Holy crap, that's a diamond badge. That is a diamond badge. By the way, for the diamond tier members, I want to do a diamond stream probably this Saturday because we got a bunch of new diamond. Oh, no. We got a bunch of new diamond tier members, and I want to do a diamond lounge stream. Probably Saturday, like 7. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Studio's falling apart. Anyway. Yeah. The gold needs AC, 100%. We need some air conditioner down there. Nerdcoin is literally just so hot right now that it's causing me to sweat my balls off. Okay, anyways, let's get into the Q's and the A's, but I do want to say, before we get any further into the Q&A and all that kind of stuff, dude, that Star Wars Visions trailer, go watch the reaction I did, go watch the breakdown, but damn, dude, like, put a 1 into the chat. You let me know. Put a 1 into the chat. Did you see the Star Wars Visions trailer, and did it blow your mind? If it blew your mind, put a 1. Put a 1 into the chat. Dude. Yeah, look at that. Dude. Like, I was, nice. I saw somebody watch it with me. That's nice. That's sick. So, again, I was, like, getting ready for this stream. I was excited to talk about Shang Chi. I just wanted to talk about that and get hyped up about that. And, definitely didn't have it on my schedule to do a reaction before the stream. But, man, as soon as I started watching that trailer, I was like, dude, like, let's go. Because, like, honestly, we just came off of Bad Batch, right? And, like, I liked Bad Batch, but it wasn't, it wasn't popping like that. And honestly, like, it didn't grab me. I don't think it grabbed a lot of people. There was exciting stuff there, and we talked about a lot of that on Nerd Theory last night, Mount Tantus and all that sort of stuff, right? But this Visions, man, this trailer was, like, far and above whatever I expected. Like, I would have been cool with just, like, a very regular-ass trailer that's, like, from several different manga or anime studios, blah, 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 and then show me a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or whatever. No, we got a full-on... It was, like, mythic, man. Like, the way it was talking about the reverence of the Force and the lightsaber, the crystal that comes in there, light versus evil. It seemed like there's just a full-ass theme that you can pull from the whole show that they really put into the trailer, the way it's cut with the music. Oh, whoo, boy, oh boy, it was in my opinion, absolutely incredible. September 22nd can't come soon enough. What a nice treat for Star Wars fans. What a nice surprise, man. Whew. Whew. Woo. I'm excited. So, very, very pumped about that. Let me ask a question. This is technically kind of spoilers for the Dragon Ball Super manga. Do any of you want me to kind of give my thoughts on Vegeta and the Dragon Ball Super manga? I don't know. Maybe I should wait till the end or whatever. I don't want to spoil what is going on for everybody. You let me know. I'm going to make Susan come into the studio and dab me down with sweat things. Because she doesn't do what she's supposed to do. All right, let me just say this without going into the full ass spoilers of what's going on, because we don't know the full thing anyways. Like, we'll have to wait until the actual manga chapter happens, which is this weekend. But it would appear that Vegeta fans got blue balled again. I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it. Vegeta fans have to be the most abused fan base. Like, dude, there's a lot of fan bases out there that feel like their particular property or their particular thing isn't treating them right. Right? Whether they ship something, whether they're into this aspect of it. Many Star Wars fans are like, ugh. But the sequels are like, with Bad Batch or whatever. Dude, how many times are they going to build up the Prince of Saiyans? How many times are they going to show us some cool new thing that he's going to do? Get us all excited and be like, oh, he's going to get a dub. Hey, he's going to get a dub. He's more powerful than Goku. Yeah, let's go. And then they're like, fuck you. And then they just slam you in the face, dude. I can't believe it. Okay, that's enough of that. Hey, hopefully I'm wrong. Anyway, let's shift. Let's get into the super chats. Let's get into that dilly dally. I do apologize if there are some supers that I miss at the beginning of the stream. I'm so sorry. YouTube is real dumb, and they've changed some of their stuff on the back end. So the way I was finding all the super chats, I can't even find them all like that anymore, which is like so frustrating. I feel like freaking out. Unless it works here. Hallelujah, baby. It worked today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going over all the super chats today for sure. I love it. We start with the real Jesse Lee Reed. For the $5 holla says, thinking about who rescued Grogu from Order 66. Keep coming back to Ventress. She was on a redemption arc last time we saw her. That's fascinating, man. That is absolutely fascinating. I'd love it. I'd like to see that character move forward. I also think, this is sort of something that Theory and I were talking about last night on Nerd Theory. Great Nerd Theory last night, dude. Just getting sweaty talking about what could be. Make sure you check it out. But I kind of think the Inquisitors and some of the Inquisitors could play a role. And maybe, what's the gal? Oh, man, Barriss Offee. I think Barriss Offee is going to come back into the play, and she's going to have a big role to play with all this. So, pretty cool. John Lee says with a $5 holla, I'm seeing Shang Chi tomorrow at an early screening event in New York City. Can't wait. Dude, that's awesome. John, if you can, man, just send me a message on Twitter. And just give me a simple yes or no. Was I right about the dragon thing or not? I won't even spoil it for people. Just tell me. Just tweet me tomorrow and just be like, yes, bro. You were right. Something like that would be fun. The real Jesse Lee Reed follows up with, because if Asajj Ventress was arrested by the Jedi shortly before 66 went down, she could have been in the temple that night. She was a Jedi before she met Dooku. I love it. I'm into it. I would like to see more Asajj. Absolutely, man. Could Asajj be the reason why Grogu is so effective at force choking or something like that? I don't know. Asajj doesn't really know how to do that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore, man. I just want to see Star Wars animes and visions in my face now. But no, that would be cool for sure. Dorian Trussell, very generous $10, brother. Thank you so much. Says, since we now will have an Asian superhero, will we see a superhero from Japan come into the MCU? Excelsior! Maybe. I'm trying to think right now of like what great Japanese heroes are there. I don't know the actual ethnicity of like Amadeus Cho. None are really sticking out to me. Because I don't even think the Silver Samurai is from Japan, is he? I don't know. Somebody help me out with that. But we could absolutely see something like that, man. And I'm, like I said, I'm kind of brain farting. I feel bad now. You gave us very generous donation. I could barely read it, and I can't even think of any heroes from Japan. Oh, Sunfire, like I said. Yeah, Sunfire. Thank you. Thank you, Dorian. It's kind of professionalism you can expect from us here. Zachary P with the $5 holla says, where's Darth Melvin? I mean, Josh at. Yeah, dude. Darth Melvin. Dude, you know what? You got to give it to Darth Melvin. You got to give it to him. Because, frankly, this is an incredible campaign of social media sort of engagement that he's been able to pull off. And the dude deserves all the subs that he gets from Subway. The real Jesse Lee Reed follows up with a $5 holla. Says, FYI, YouTube is not giving the like button option on my smart TV today. It usually does. Looking for my phone. LOL. Dude, that's weird. Bro, YouTube's been doing the most lately, and not in a good way. Like, not in a good way. Like, please handle all the stuff you're doing and all the experiments and all the back-end shit. Please, 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 can we go back to normal? Please, can we go back to normal? That would be great. Yeah, that's tough, man, but I appreciate the support anyways, man. Thank you. John Van Gelderan Jr. says with a $5 holla, bro, I'm hyped for that new channel with you in theory. When will you start doing content on it? So we were supposed to do a stream tonight, actually. We were going to stream and do a watch party of, well, there's a vote right now between The Last Jedi and Spaceballs. And I think Spaceballs was winning, so we were probably going to do that. But I don't think we can stream on that channel tonight. I think there was a 24-hour thing where we can't stream on it until, like, there's a 24-hour thing. So whatever that is, I'll double check with Theory later and see what's up with that. Because maybe and hopefully we can. Like, I'm here for that. Obviously, I think that would be sick. But maybe we'll bump that to tomorrow. But we want to do one this week, right? Because of the hype's there, the momentum's building. Like, it's crazy. Like, people are pretty excited about it. So we're excited about it too. So hopefully either tonight or tomorrow, check on Twitter. We'll talk about it on Twitter. Austin says with a $5 holla, yo, kind of off topic, but the movie bros should definitely watch and review The Fifth Element. Yo, Austin, I love The Fifth Element. Like, I love The Fifth Element. I would be so down. I wonder if Theory's ever seen it. I assume he has, because it's like a classic kind of sci-fi thing, but maybe he hasn't. Wouldn't that be crazy, dude? Wouldn't that be crazy? I'd love to do that. Thanks for the support, brother. Christopher says with a $5 holla, Disney made deals with hundreds of talent, including Emma Stone, but just randomly decided to ignore ScarJo. Her team leaving something out. Oh, yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. Dude, look, I haven't actually talked about that in some time, but, like, the last I had checked into it, the big lawyer for Disney essentially came out and said something to the effect of what I thought was going on, which was that this is a PR campaign. This is not a lawsuit. This is not something that I don't think she's going to win a dime. But if support would have started to go to her side, perhaps Disney could have settled. And if things would have really gotten out of hand, like Dwayne, Emma, and a lot of things just start like unraveling, there was maybe an option for Disney to settle and renegotiate with certain guilds or talent very generously moving forward. From what I understand, instead, they now did a big sort of renegotiation with Emma Stone and signed her to a sequel to sort of curb that option. Dwayne has new deals with them and new production stuff, so like they sort of locked him up. Scarlett looks bad. You know what I mean? In my opinion, she looks pretty bad in this scenario, and we'll see how the lawsuit actually goes. But, bro, like, yeah, I don't know who told her to do this, but it seems like a really, really bad idea. And I wonder how it will affect her moving forward. But, yeah. It's true, though. They just... Look, Disney's tough. Disney's not a hero. They're not the altruistic company out there for sure. But, you know, I just try to be fair. You know what I mean? I just try to be fair to what I think is going on. And I felt like her lawsuit was out of pocket, frankly. Force majeure. Deshaun 4 with a $5 holla says, are Chet and Alex related? I seen Alex sell bootleg copies of Doc's #1 New York Times seller in the bathroom of the arena. Chet may be giving away nerd coins. Oof. I'm going to have to watch that, Deshaun. I don't know if they're related, actually. That would make a lot of sense because Chet is so horrible. Chet, are you related to Alex? Alex Productions? Dr. Disrespect? What do you mean you don't know who Dr. Disrespect is? Are you serious? Don't even do me a favor. Don't even come into work tomorrow. No, I don't want to see your face, man. No. Take the week off. Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate that. Let's see what else is going on. Let's get to the rest of these supers. Let's get to the rest of these supers here. Dirty Nap 34 says $2 holla. Hey, Josh, here's $2. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate you. For real, though. The Amethyst Bendu with a very generous $9.99 says, so I just happened to finish the Heir to the Empire trilogy. So that Mount Tantus thing blew my mind in the best way. Hope they pay it off. But also, as an anime fan, that Visions trailer was fire. Take care. Hey, man, thanks for the positivity. Thanks for the support. I appreciate that. And yeah, the Tantus thing really does blow my mind. I wasn't even... Like I said, I totally missed it. Plus, I didn't even know what Tantus looked like, really, to be for real with you. Like, I obviously remember it in the Heir to the Empire series, but I don't remember... I don't know. Like, I didn't put it visually together. You know what I mean? Apparently, there are other things where you can see the mountain for sure. But, yeah, crazy, dude. Huge implications. And you hope they pay it off. Brother, they better pay it off. They can't just drop something like that and then ignore it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, come on now. They can't do that. They will absolutely do that. And then with Visions, dude. Wow. What a treat. What an absolute treat. Will says, what's your favorite villain of all time? I mean, I've got a lot of favorite villains. I like Dr. Doom a lot, obviously. The Emperor is an incredible villain. But I'll tell you one that will blow your mind. I'll tell you two that'll blow your mind that I think are incredible. First of all, the Shadow King. The Shadow King in the Legion show. The Fox Legion show. Dude. Great villain. Absolutely incredible villain. But do you want to know one of the best villains of all time in anything comic book or live action? The Purple Man in season 1 of Jessica Jones. If you have not seen season 1 of Jessica Jones, it is legitimately worth checking out just for the villain. Just for the Purple Man. Literally one of the best performances I've ever seen. Incredible writing. Bold writing with that character. And I love Jessica Jones too. She's awesome. So there's two villains that you got to go check out. Two comic book properties that you might not have seen. And Legion, by the way, Legion does something that very rarely happens. It has a perfect ending. Legion has a perfect ending. And it includes time travel. So it's really crazy, dude. It's so cool. Will says, oh, I just got that. Almighty Staying 82 with a $5 holla says, do you think will Visions be available subbed and dubbed? Don't worry, Josh. The Prince will have his day, but probably not. Yeah, that Vegeta thing's tough for me, bro. Like, what the butt, man? Like, all this lead up, it looks like he can cut through regular ki and stuff. He's like the absolute most badass savage homie out, like pure Vegeta energy, like the coolest, awesome. Ugh. And then, like, they had to do him like that, too. If you look at the panels, like I'm not trying to spoil it all, but like you look at the panels, they got him on the ground again, bro. What the fuck? And then as far as Vision, I think they'll probably do dubbed and subbed at the same time because it's. And by the way, I think that's gonna. Honestly, dude, that's huge. Cause like I love watching subtitled stuff, especially like to get the most accurate translation, at least with a really good subtitling. However, Simu is in the dub version Star Force 1. Holy shit. That's awesome, man. And by the way, it's good to see you. Appreciate the support. Yeah, man. I think they'll do both at the same time, which is great. Because the thing about dub that's great is, like, if I got to go into the kitchen or I got to, like, freaking yell at the dogs or something, like, I don't want to miss what's going on. I can't read the screen the whole time sometimes unless I actually, like, sit down to do it. I'm here for it regardless. However it comes, I will watch it. But I do think that it would behoove them to do both at the same time. And because this is animation studios, but it's also like publishing an IP of the West, that would be a great marriage of being like, what if we had the dub and the sub at the same time? Because usually the Japanese don't give a fuck. Like it'll take time for the English version to come out. It always does because they prioritize their own fans and their own people, right? So because it's Star Wars, I'm hoping at the same time. I am Donovan73 with a $5 hello. Says, first off, great theory last night by you. Thought I'd say it again. Also, already super hyped over Shang Chi, even if you weren't butthurt over some comments. Yes. No, I mean, I've always been hyped up for it as well. By the way, Feige did speak to the comments that Simu made, and he said there's a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Like, this is clearly something that was a misunderstanding. He also talked about how human Simu is, which I think is important. And that's kind of what I tried to say yesterday. Maybe it wasn't the most nuanced thing. I know some people got butthurt about the comments about him being an actor that I got or whatever. First and foremost, he's a human being, man. And I actually like how is okay with being a little bit more vulnerable on social media, like talking about his anxiety and talking about mental health and stuff like that. I'm actually a fan of that kind of stuff. And so it would be so shitty of me to be like, he made these comments, I got butthurt about it, and now fuck him forever. No, like those comments upset me. I thought it was in poor taste. But it's definitely not enough for me to be like, dude, fuck this dude or fuck this movie. No, the movie looks awesome, and I think he's going to be incredible. So, again, the most least sexy thing on the internet is nuance, right? Ugh, I hate it. Pick a side, Josh, you fence-sitting motherfucker. Okay, Finto says with a $5 holla, I know you will love this, but did you see comicbook.com report the actress that plays Gemma in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is teasing Secret Invasion Return? Yeah, I did see that, actually. I did see that, and I vomited a little in my mouth. But also, hey, it's all good, man. Like, I'm not going to be butthurt, and maybe this means they'll bring Ming back or something, And Coulson was always the real one. So, hey, if this is getting some of those characters back in, I'm here for it. I'm into it. No problem with that for me. And it also probably really hype up some of you guys. Like, I know you guys, I know many of you guys love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know why, but I know many of you do. So, in all seriousness, that's cool, man. And I appreciate the support. Canon Heeniker says, appreciate your hustle, brother. Fellow YouTuber here. Just got to say, it's always motivating seeing you grind every day. Cheers, brother. Hey, thanks, man. I really do appreciate that. It's not always easy, man. It's not always easy. And YouTube is stressful, man. And like I said, they make a ton of different changes, and you don't get to decide what videos get the views. You know what I mean? Like lately, I've been frustrated because I love What If. But What If just ain't popping like that. We're making these What If videos. I'm having a good time, but they're not really getting the views. And so it's like, I can still do those videos, even if they're not really getting views, but I got to do the other videos that will get the views to support and grow the channel. It's just one of those things. So YouTube is very difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it's a blessing. Don't get me wrong. It's a blessing, but it's very difficult. And I appreciate you saying that, man. And I appreciate you sending $5 of your hard-earned. You definitely don't have to do that, and it means a lot. So thank you. Kevin says, with a very generous $10 holla, I hope they don't do the typical Dragon Ball thing and use Vegeta as a punching bag. Let him actually win for once. More likely he will go down and Goku will come in for the win. Dude, I know. Kevin, Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, bro. Dude, I don't want Goku to just come in and get the dub. And by the way, why can't they do the thing? Like the last time they did something like this, they didn't even really do it, but I think it was in the Buu Saga where they fused, right? Oh no, it was Omega Shenron. But they don't even, that's not even how they kill Omega Shenron, I don't think. Anyway, why don't they work together? Here's a novel idea. One of them's got Ultra Instinct, a Bad Ace version. One of them's got Ultra Instinct, Dodgy McDodgerson version. Why don't you put them together, give them some Potaro, call it a freaking day, give us God Key UI Ultra Instinct Vegito or Gogeta. That shit. Whew. That would be sick. But yeah, man, I hope they don't do the same old, because it's really getting tiresome. You know, it's really getting tiresome. I think for Vegeta fans, we're about ready to riot. But I think even for other fans, like, dude, it's just not cool. It's contrived. It's the same old thing. We're not into it. JuddyNap34 with a $2 holla says, here's another 2. Also, please do Hereditary movie. Dude, I can't do scary movies, bro. That's something I should have told Theory before we started this journey, actually. I should have said I can't do scary movies, bro. Because I'll be like, like jump scares get me, like all of it, man. Just, I can't do it. Can't do it. John Van Gelderan Jr. says, could Book of Boba hint more at Thrawn or a character from the Thrawn trilogy coming? Sure, absolutely. I think that with the flashbacks, something I kind of said last night, with the flashbacks potentially with Boba Fett going back to Empire time, he could be talking about something, some contingency setup that was there. Maybe he even knows who Thrawn is. That would be interesting. It's also possible this has something to do with the gangster stuff that's going on in the galaxy. I mean, frankly, I don't want to get into like spoilers, right? But one of the things, I'll keep it really light, one of the things that we think is going to happen in the show is there's going to be this other mob boss that at first there's a big conflict with Boba, and eventually those two have to work together for some other crazier threat. What's that other threat? Is this Thrawn? Is this the Grisk? Is this something else going on? We don't know. But yeah, I could certainly see Book of Boba hinting at that Thrawn stuff, especially because we think Din Djarin's coming. Din Djarin, Baby Yoda, and Luke Skywalker probably in Book of Boba. Again, I'm trying not to go crazy spoiling and all that, but yeah. James Yu with a $5 holla says, if if Shang-Chi does bad, then ScarJo and CAA don't have a leg to stand on. Do you think Vision will show up in Doctor Strange too? That's a great question. I don't know about White Vision. I hope they have more planned for him. Awesome character, did a lot of cool stuff in the comics, and that journey is not done with him and Wanda. I don't think it's done, dude. I want to see more. So I hope more. Be a good place for it to be Doctor Strange too. As far as Shang-Chi doing bad, it certainly will hurt ScarJo. But what if it doesn't do bad? What if it blows up? Then ScarJo's like, you know, very interesting, weird thing going on there. Either way, I don't really think she has a leg to stand on in that lawsuit. But we'll see. I think, and we'll have to double check, but I think the tracking for the film is still the same. It's like a 50. It's a low opening, dude. Like, make no mistake. Like, things are still crazy out there in the world. Entertainment's changed. All this stuff has changed. I'm hyped up for the movie. I'm gonna go see the movie. If it's dope as people are saying, I'll probably see it again. I love going. I used to do multiple showings all the time in movies, right? And that seems like a far way away from what I would do now, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's a great point, James. Billy the Kid Lawrence with a $10 holla says, John Campea said Shang-Chi is his favorite comic book movie since Logan and the best martial arts he's seen on film since The Raid. That's some mighty praise. Deep breaths. Yeah, I actually did bring that up earlier, but maybe you weren't here or maybe you didn't hear. But yeah, dude, that is very high praise. And I was talking about how Logan's one of my favorite comic book movies ever. It rotates, man. It rotates. Sometimes I will say it is my favorite comic book movie ever. It is amazing. You know what I mean? And just so everybody knows, it's like, I think Winter Soldier and I think Watchmen, Zack Snyder's Watchmen, and Logan really circle, they rotate in and out as my favorite comic book movies of all time. So for him to say that about Logan, damn, dude, that's some high praise. For him to say that about the action in the raid, dude, that is insane. That's huge, dude. So yeah, Billy, I'm very excited, and John's reaction to it did get me more excited. Absolutely. John Parker with the $2 holla says, when are we getting Adam Warlock? Hopefully in the next Guardians movie. Hopefully in the next Guardians movie. We don't know for sure. Hopefully in that film. Billy the Kid Lawrence follows up with another very generous $10 holla. Says, also, just saying, my man, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still the most consistently well-written comic book show of all time, in my opinion. Absolute favorite. I welcome the return of those characters highly. Well, I can't really be negative about that. I mean, that's a well-reasoned, well-thought-out, positive comment with even a heart at the end of it. That show was trash, bro. It did Inhumans light. It was the wackest thing they've ever done with the Inhumans. That first season is damn near unwatchable. There was a character named Scorch in that. Go back and watch the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just for one reason. There's this character in the first season called Scorch, okay? Homie literally says, first of all, he flips from being like, stumbling upon my powers and all this kind of shit. And then he's like a flame monster killer, dude. And then he literally says at this one point in there, you almost got scorched. And it's like hilariously, memeably bad, dude. Memeably bad. It does get a little bit better, and there's some cool stuff in it or whatever. Look, I'm sorry, Billy the Kid. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to do it, man. I didn't mean it, Billy. Don't be mad at me, Billy. Scott Ev with a $5 holla says, morning, sir. Hope all is well. Love the Tantus stuff you and Theory were talking about. Pretty hyped for the future of Star Wars. The Mando Hut toys. Dude, the future of Star Wars is bright. The future of Star Wars is bright, my guy. I'm here for it, and I can't wait. Like, when we get a little bit closer on Visions, we're going to do watch parties for Visions. I'm going to do videos for Visions. So make sure you're subscribed here. Check all that stuff out, because that's going to be a really good time. Moving into the Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett? Bro, Boba Fett? Boba Fett? You ask Star Wars Santa how I feel about Boba Fett. You ask Lord Vito how I feel about Boba Fett. I like Boba Fett. So, yeah, man, it's going to be very cool. I'm excited. Stormy says with a $2 holla, is there a chance of Agents of Atlas in Shang Chi? Perhaps there's a setup for that later on in the MCU or in a post-credit scene or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like they really need to take their time with this particular character. But I see you, Stormy. I appreciate you, Stormy. Thanks for the support. Pikel says with a $10 holla, how much longer do you think the MCU will last? As in, do you think we have the MCU in, let's say, 10 years? Yeah, I do. I think 10 years, like, here's the way I kind of think of it. I think he's got 10 more years of this version of the MCU. I think there's a way that after 10 years, you could do some sort of reboot or reset. We haven't even seen, like, the next MCU, right? Like, they can do this version of the MCU for 10 more years because we've got 5 to 6 years of Kang. And then you could do the Multiversal War or Secret Wars. We haven't even done, really, the Fantastic Four or the X-Men. You have Avengers versus X-Men. So you still have so many massive things. Like, I would say 15 to 20 years is probably what they could do with this version of the MCU. And by the way, that also includes them ramping it up to 11 projects a year. We could do 15 years straight of 11 projects or 10 or 11 projects a year. That's 150 projects. It's fucking crazy, dude. So, yeah, I think that it'll, as long as they keep the audience engaged, they keep this quality, this standard that they have established, dude, the sky's the limit. It'll go on for a long, long time. Blurred You Heard Network says with the $5 holla, they should have let the Z Fighters take on Granola and sideline Vegeta and Goku, in my opinion. Yeah, so they kind of tried to do that in Fakatsu no F, right? Where, like, Gohan and all of them boys, like, kind of held the Frieza's army off. And that was super fun. I liked that a lot. But, yeah, they I don't know, like I love Dragon Ball, but like it really does suffer from some contrivances, and I can see why people get frustrated with it as a hardcore fan. Um, I still love it absolutely. I'm actually even though they're probably going to do Vegeta pretty dirty, I'm still pumped about him getting this form. I'm still pumped about all this different stuff. So I'm enjoying the manga. I'm excited for the movie next year and all that. But yeah, dude, you're right. Like they got to switch it up more and expand. A lot they could do. Cabby says with the $2 holla, plans for my B-day get crossfaded, nap, then watch party. My man, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, brother. And that sounds like a good plan. Billy the Kid follows up with, said, I can't be mad at you, but be careful. You'll almost get scorched. Love you. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That was fun. You do remember Scorch, though, right? Come on. That was pretty ridiculous. The Scorch? Pretty ridiculous. You know what I mean? Pretty ridiculous. So are we watching Spaceballs tonight? If so, I'll be watching along with you guys. It will hope if we can figure it out, it'll be tonight. We might have to move it to tomorrow night. So, like, do you put Vegeta on the granola for a snack? Damn it, Maz. So clever. So on point and yet so infuriating. Where can I watch Spaceballs? I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure where you can watch Spaceballs. I probably got to purchase it. Maybe on Amazon or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Logan was an amazing movie. Oh, even DC fandom can admit that Logan's good. Let's go. Down to Roach Podcast says Hulu. Oh, it's on Hulu? Movie Bros channel. I know. I'm pumped for the Movie Bros channel. Y'all better check out the Movie Bros. Go like and subscribe to Movie Bros. And like I said, we'll either be doing it tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to see what Theory said. He sent me stuff late last night about how we might not be able to do it tonight because it said like a 24-hour thing. Yeah, it says it takes 24 hours to activate your account for live streaming. Once activated, you can go live instantly. So we'll see. Maybe. But again, we might have to wait until tomorrow. So, yeah. Yo, that spinny lightsaber thing in Visions? Yeah, dude. Awesome. Don't have Hulu? That sucks. Well, maybe there's another way on the internet you could find Spaceballs. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say. Can we see some more Vision stills, please? Oh, yeah. You guys want to take a peek? Let's do it. We can look at that. No Netflix here in the EU? Well, what about using a Surfshark VPN? What about that? Oh, crap. Hang on, let me move this so y'all can see it better. Man, this looks so good to me. Like, you guys don't even understand, man. This is like all the shit that I like in one thing. Like, dude, whew. I love the energy. This is something I said in the breakdown, of course. Look at this dude using the Force to block that. Like, I don't know who this dude is, but that's a tough dude. So cool. The line work, the visuals, the lighting, the color. It's so cool. It's so fluid. This one's probably going to end up being my favorite, the twins, right? And later on in the movie, there's like this, later on in the trailer, there's this weird little sequence, which I'll pause on, which I think showcases some weird stuff about those two characters. Look, another blaster bolt thing here, like just 9 original stories. A droid doing the tea ceremony is sick. Little robot action. This dude facing down a Sith. I don't know what's going on with Slave 1, but Boba is going to be in there. Look at this dude stopping the stuns. It's so cool. This guy's got 2 red sabers now. Like, dude. Look at this. Bling, 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 bling. Little Chocobo action. And there's like a cat girl with a lightsaber. I mean, come on. Who didn't want to see a cat girl with a lightsaber? And now this is pod racing. Hope there's actual pod racing and not just this dude jumping into the air with the guitar, though. And look, even Astro Boy's fighting Sith. I mean, come on. This one, man, look at this visual. Like, come on, bro. This is going to be the one for me, I think. It's going to be the one. Looks so dang awesome, man. And she's, like, crushing a kyber crystal. And, like, whatever. Yeah, that little sequence there. Like, the twins growing, right? Like, just whew, awesome. There's a little bit more boba. This chick's got, like, a dark saber or something. Bam! Cat lady with the saber. Let's go. And then this, like, so she's somehow using the sabers, the energy, like the kyber crystal, like the pure energy of the kyber, as though she's like Dr. Octopus with it. This is freaking awesome. And then here, he's doing like the same thing, right? Like a freaking Kamehameha wave with a lightsaber. Like, dude, dope. And then she's using it here to try to grab his saber. Like, dude, this one's... Oh, man, I can't wait for this. Very cool. What a world. September 22nd. What a world. I'm hyped. I'm hyped up. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to get out of here. Reminder. Keep a lookout on the channel. Keep a lookout on social media. We'll be doing the watch party for What If tomorrow. So probably 2:40 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll start the stream up. And if you're going to be watching What If, you're going to be hanging out with us, staying up late or getting up early to watch What If, come on by for the watch party. It's going to be sick. So I hope to see many of you Nerdvengers there. And then the Movie Bros watch party will either be tonight or tomorrow. I've got a video coming out for you guys later today about all the Spider-Man updates. Oh, the trailer's going to be at CinemaCon, but maybe not, but not seen to the public, and freaking J. Jonah Jameson's in Venom. All these crazy, weird updates. We're going to put it all together for you guys and try to just update you as best we can about what I think is going on with Sony and Marvel. And I think next Monday at CinemaCon, we're going to find out a lot more about Sony and Marvel's plans. So look out for that video later today as well. It's a good day to be a nerd, a great day to be a Nerdvenger. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video. Did everybody go? Is everybody gone? Did everybody go? Everybody gone? Whoa. So apparently the voice of Goku has been cast for Star Wars Visions? incredible. Incredible. Whew. That was a very pleasant surprise. Good day. Good day. Gonna be a good week. Gonna be a good week. That's all I got, Nerdvengers. Make sure you check out on the store. We're gonna drop all that stuff sometime in the afternoon. We'll make the announcement for members, so you guys can go grab them up. A couple of pops. Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna do some NFTs, some Marvel Spider-Man NFTs on an app called VV. But I'll explain more of that tomorrow. So we're gonna do drops today. We're gonna do drops tomorrow. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. Much love. See you soon. Bye-bye.